Hello everyone. This question was asked in GATE 2020 in electrical engineering paper. Uh, Belongs to electromagnetic theory. Now in this question we are just given a long straight current carrying conductor carrying a current of 2 amperes, and one square loop is kept here at a distance of 1 meter from this straight wire, and the sides of this square loop are 1 meter and 1 meter respectively. Okay, and we are asked to find out the mutual inductance in nanohenry rounded off to 2 decimal places between the conducting loop and the long wire. Okay, so for solving this question we need to refer to the NPTEL video course, that is transmission lines and EM waves, that is numbered as lecture 18 and lecture 19, both of which are from Professor R.K. Shivgaonkar. So moving on. So the basic data which we need to have handy to solve this question is, first is the flux linkage. We need to know what is the flux linkage. So you may pause the video wherever necessary. For a typical inductance, a coil of conducting wire, the flux linkage is equivalent to magnetic flux, which is the total magnetic field passing through the surface. Say for example, we have a closed surface and the magnetic field lines are passing through this in this manner. So what is the total number of field lines per unit area? That is the magnetic flux, and it is given by this formula: lambda is equal to B dot ds. It is similar to the electric domain, just like the charge kept in a closed surface area, and we have this formula like B dot ds in a closed surface is equal to the total charge enclosed within the surface. So this is just analogous to the magnetic domain, where B is the flux density or flux per unit area at given point in space. Now another thing which we need to know is the Ampere's circuital law. According to this law, what this law is giving us, the line integral of the magnetic field intensity is equal to the current enclosed within that loop. So this is the formula for H, produced by a straight long current carrying conductor along say Z axis, and where rho is the perpendicular distance as marketed here. You can see this is rho, the perpendicular distance. So this goes like 360 degrees wherever the point may lie. Another thing is the associated magnetic flux density can be obtained using B is equal to mu H. So if we have a linkage, flux linkage lambda is proportional to the current flowing. The greater the current, the greater is the flux linkage. So this can be equated to current with a constant M, where M is the mutual inductance between the coil and the conductor. So now M is what we are required to find. So we'll take this in the left hand side, and M is equal to lambda upon I. Now this lambda is equal to N into phi upon I. What is N? N is the number of turns of the coil or the loop given, and phi is the flux passing through the loop. In our case, we were given just one square loop, so N in our case is equal to 1. Hence, our equation becomes M is equal to phi by I. Now what we have to find is phi. From where we will get this phi is phi is equal to b integration of b dot ds, where ds is the elemental area and b is the flux density. So let's take a small elemental flux that is passing through the small area of that coil. Let's say we have this coil and we take just a strip of this coil, and let's call it a small elemental area dA. So the small flux passing through this area will be d phi. So d phi according to this equation will be d phi is equal to b dot dA, where dA is the small elemental area and d phi is the small flux. So first we'll understand the dynamics of the figure which we are provided with. See, we are given this long current carrying conductor along the z direction. We are already given that, right? So we can safely assume that this direction is the x-axis for our convenience. Okay. Now we'll talk about the boundaries of the limits of this loop. We are given that this distance is d. D is 1 meter from the current carrying conductor. The loop starts at 1 meter. Let's mark this as say b. So as this is given that this side is a, so we can say that this is b plus a, this limit. Okay, so this is b and this is b plus a. Now what we have to do is we have to find the small flux d phi we were supposed to find, right? We were supposed to find d phi, which was b dot dA. Now what is this dA? dA is the small elemental area. Let's take what area we will, let's see what area we'll take. We will take a small strip from this loop and we will find out the flux passing through this strip or this area. How we are going to visualize is the flux produced from this. With the right hand rule we can say that this current is passing through the conductor in the z direction, so the flux produced will be in this way. Okay, so this flux keeps on moving around the conductor and passes through this loop. Now when this passes through the loop, the direction is like into the loop, right? It goes through the loop and into the loop inside the paper, we can say inside the plane of paper. This is the direction of the like at the point where it cuts through the loop. So how much flux is passing through or cutting through this small area which we are taking as dA, that is what we need to find. So let's take this dimension as small x, that is dx. So this is dx and this side is a. It is constant throughout the spanning of this horizontal distance. As we go from b to b plus a, this a remains constant and we are spanning along the x direction. So the limit is from b to b plus a and a remains constant and the flux cuts through the loop and goes into the paper. Okay, so that you need to visualize. Now let's come back to this equation. D phi is equal to b dot dA. Now this is the small elemental flux which we are need to finding out. Like now what, according to this diagram, this will become as b dot this is a small area. Area is a into dx as we have assumed here. So this will be a dx, right? So this is the one equation that we have got. Now what is b? B is the magnetic flux density. Now magnetic flux density, what is the relation we have seen? We have seen that B is equal to mu naught H. So for finding out B, we need to find out H. Now what is H? H that is magnetic field intensity produced by a long current carrying conductor is given as, we have seen that H is equal to I upon 2 pi rho, and this direction is A phi, the perpendicular direction, right? So H is equal to this and B is equal to this, second, and this is the third. So from 2 and 3 we get B is equal to mu naught I upon 2 pi, and here yeah, this is it. B is equal to mu naught into this, and this is A phi. Now we will substitute in 1. So this will become d phi is equal to B dot A dx, right? So this is mu naught I A upon, sorry, I missed rho here, 2 pi rho, which we can say is the perpendicular distance from the conductor. We are taking it as the x is our variable, A phi, right? So this is the complete equation. Now we are integrating both the sides. So what we get is phi is equal to mu naught I A upon 2 pi. We take out the constants. Integration of 1 by x. Here the dx will be there, right? In this equation, dx. Let me write it here. Dx. So this will come out here as dx. Now what are the limits for this x? As we have already seen, this is from b to b plus a. Now what is b? B is also in terms of x. We see the measurement of this distance. B is equal to 1 and a is also equal to 1 meters, right? So we can say that it is from 1 to 1 plus 1, that is 2, right? So this, what it will become, mu naught I A upon 2 pi, and this will be ln x, and the limits will be from 1 to 2, right? So this becomes now okay, if I take the equation m is equal to phi upon a, I, the first equation, remember, m is equal to phi upon I. So m, what m will become, m is equal to mu naught I a upon 2 pi ln x 1 to 2 upon I. So this will become m is equal to mu naught a ln 2 minus ln 1 upon 2 pi, right? So this becomes as m is equal to 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7. We'll substitute the values into a is 1 into what is that ln1 cancels to 0. We are left with ln2 only upon, oops, upon 2 pi. So calculating this comes out to be 138.63 nano Henry. So this is what we were required to find the mutual inductance between coil and the conductor. So here we are highlighting this answer. We were asked to find the answer in the 2 decimal places. So 138.63 nanohenries is the correct answer. And to get more insights on this solution, you can refer to the Basic Laws of Electromagnetic Theory and Maxwell's Equations video by Professor R.K. Shivgaonkar. Thank you.